A dialogue
inclusive dialogue.
Yes,
inclusive,
a dialogue where all the different stakeholders that have anything to link to the Anglophone crisis will be part of the table. Be it the separatists, be it the federalists, be it those who are advocating for decentralization or whatsoever, special status stuff, and all the everybody should be the religious leaders.
The President Pobia did during
the table.
President Pobia did during
and
the
we're not only on the table, but they should be able to given the opportunity to talk because
national dialogue.
But we know very well that what happened in the national dialogue in 2019 was a monologue, a situation where people were not allowed to
invited, they didn't come.
A situation where they limited what some other things were taboo. Not everything were talked about on the state national dialogue. We cannot be talking about a negotiation or dialogue where there will be limitations. Some subject will be a taboo. They say that no, we don't have nobody have to talk about federation. Nobody have to talk about separation. No, the issue is that if Pobia have a convincing, he knows that he have a. What he say he's doing or he's saying is the right thing. Let's then call this separatist fighter on the table. For them to sit down on the table, and President of the Republic should convince them, this separatist fighter, that they have lost track, they are on the wrong side, and make them understand that the right thing is for us to have a one Cameroon, one individual Cameroon, as it is now. We join together and arrange Cameroon the way it's supposed to be. So it's not an issue of imposing something on somebody, because what happened even in that major national dialogue is very clear that they went there with resolutions and not with opposition. The government went there with resolutions and not with opposition.
Are these people also genuine? These people who say they want to separate Cameroon, are they the true people that will want to dialogue with government? You remember what happened in Switzerland, where people went with suitcases to go and sell oil. Are these people really serious?
That's what I'm saying. That in everything,
you think the government will take them serious?
So in everything, there are always people that are not serious. That one is very clear. They are always there. That's why I was saying that so some people that are acting as spy or those who are acting for their personal interest, they're not looking at the general interest of the people. That's why we always have issues like that. But when those that are more than those are acting only within the entity. That's why some of the reasons why you have the crisis is continuing up to date, and people keep doing everything possible so that the crisis will continue, for them to continue gaining what they are going. Because we have a lot of war entrepreneurs, those who are enriching themselves as a result of this war on both sides, side of the separatists and side of the government. So there is no genuine. There are some genuine person within the government and genuine person within the separatist fighters as well. So that's the issue. That we want all of them, whether you are genuine or you are not genuine, they should select those leaders to sit down and look for a possible way out of this conflict. Our people have suffered and they keep suffering up till date.
Amadou Tante, what would an Anglophone president mean for Cameroon at this present dispensation, this present time that we are talking?
At this present context,
yes,
present institution and present everything, and Anglophone president will be a useless president, a president that will not have any voice, will not be able to do anything. He will only end there like without anything. Just a ceremonial president will not have any value. But if maybe they sit down and for an inclusive dialogue, an inclusive dialogue is done, and all people sit down and decide now that this is how things are supposed to be. We have to change it. So we have to arrange things in this way.
The things that you expect that should be discussed in that dialogue you are talking about, what are those things that you may want, you are seeing, you are picturing, that those things are put in place if an Anglophone president can go on with the job?
When I'm talking of these things, I remember first of all that the first thing should be look into the root cause of the crisis, the conflict we are going through in the Anglophone region of Cameroon. Because the problem cannot be solving a problem like what they were doing during the major national dialogue. Solving a problem starting from the top without looking at the roots, the root cause of the problem. We have to look first of all on the root cause of the problem and see what to do, how these issues are supposed to be addressed. And if it is properly addressed and put an end to this conflict now, the issue of rotation of presidency might now be put on the table so that they can decide now maybe with time this.
But don't you think that it is unfair for Anglophones not to have rule this country and to be sidelined like what the newspapers are talking about, that they will still have to wait? The Northerners, they have done so. The Center South, they have done so.
No, that's why the people Anglophones are talking about marginalization. So normally we're supposed to be an Anglophone president because in the 1971 during the whatsoever they call a referendum, that they decided to change this issue from the two federation into one Cameroon, whatsoever they did. Those are some of the things that started with this problem. And it's because of that the French domination have continued and continue up to date.
But you have specific areas,
and there was nothing like this discrimination or this discrimination. Things would have worked well.
But you have certain areas that are no-go areas for Francophones. Those areas are reserved for Anglophones, like the Prime Minister.
A ceremonial post.
Let's just not talk about the
no. Let's just not talk about within his own country. The Prime Minister is a hierarchy of all these ministers. But see the Prime Minister saying something, and the minister who's supposed to answer to him is contradicting the Prime Minister, and at the end is what the minister said that will work, but the one that was
okay. Take the case of territorial administration.
The case of there are so many. I told you that there are so many.
No, let's just take the case. It's a very key. It's a very sensitive ministry that was given to an Anglophone.
No, I'm not denying that. I'm saying that there are some Cameroon, there are some Anglophones as well as there are some Francophones that are advocating for the resolution of the problem in Anglophones more than some Anglophones. There are some Anglophones that Mr. Atangaji that will know very well that is not help. If he had loved his people as Anglophone, he would not have. Been doing what he has been doing to put more fire on what is going on in Anglophone region. But we know very well that Mr. Atangaji is among those who sparked the fire that we are going through, that is burning Anglophone up till date, because of the way he used it at the beginning of the crisis to talk and do some funny things. So those are the kind of things. Mr. Atangaji as an Anglophone minister, I prefer the Francophone minister to be there more than Mr. Atangaji. He doesn't care about the plight of Anglophones. I know that very well. If Mr. Atangaji was